This is my Blackjack dealer project created by me. Project description right there, project plan, environmental concerns, system power, scan time, and network protocol. Next will be my conceptual drawing. That's my machine. Next, my parts list usage, power supply right there. But you have your signal, your amp limit or draw, part number, company, specifications, and link to part. And you can see power supply, input devices, output devices, processing unit, communication, and miscellaneous parts. Next will be my bills of materials list. As you can see right there, you got the picture right there, the part number, quantity, price each, price total, and supply link. And you can see all right there, this is all the parts I used for my project and how much they cost. And right down there is the total part cost sitting at $10,295.67. Next is my materials list. Picture, material, item number, quantity, color, measurement specs. These are all the materials I used on my project. Next will be my input instruction mapping. You got the address input, commons, type, device, and location, and factory talk tag. And right there are all my inputs I used for my programming. Next will be my outputs. For my output instruction mapping, like I said, address, output, comment, type, device, location, factory talk tag. And these are all the outputs I used on my programming as well. Next will be my timers. This is the timer instruction mapping. You got the address, timer, comment, type, and device right there. There's the watchdog timers. Then you got my normal timers right there. And then you got my counters right there. Next will be my AutoCAD drawing. Right there's my power supply. There's my module 1. You got all my limit proximity switches right there. Next will be the module 2. These are all like my inputs, like my pressure sensor, my push buttons, all that. Then again, module 3, that's more of my inputs, like my push buttons, e-stop, and my all that. And then there's the e-stop going to the output right there to make sure the e-stop works. Next will be my module 4. These are all my outputs, vacuum off, all that. Next will be my module 5. That's more outputs, head up, head down. There's my light. And then next will be my pressure transmitter. All right there. Next is my programming. You got main routine, alarms, counters, game progression, heartbeat, and watchdog. This is all my programming right here. A lot of programming involved in this project, as you can see. Got a lot of equals and moves. All that. All my outputs going there. I think this thing was a total of 48 rungs in my main program, my main routine, I should say, with a couple different subroutines. And there's all my jump to different subroutines. My first subroutine is alarms right there. Next subroutine is counters right there. Next is game progression subroutine. This is how you, like, the machine tells how to play blackjack, I should say. Next is my heartbeat subroutine. You got the flip-flop timer to make the heartbeat flash. And then this one is my watchdog subroutine. Next is just show how the program is, or the machine actually works. Deals out to player 1 right there. After I hit the 2-hand anti-tie down and the deal button. And I gotta do that every time for each card, for each dealing card. That goes to player 2 right there. Next one will go to the dealer right there. Goes back to player 1, as you can see, dealing in blackjack fashion. This one goes to player 2. And then this last dealing card will go to the dealer right here. So now it's all done dealing. Now it'll be player 1's turn to either hit based on the cards you get or stand. There's a 10 and a 2, so he's going to hit, obviously. And then that will drop the card right in there. And you can see there's a bust, so I will have to push the bust button, and that'll move to player 2's turn. He's got a 10 and a 2 as well, so he'll hit as well. And that'll draw the player 2's card there. And he busted as well, so then that will be a bust. So then it will be dealer's turn. And he has a 14, so he will hit as well. And he is well busted. So then you have to reshuffle the decks after it is, and it sets all the counters back to 0, so you can redo the game. And then it will start over again. So I hit deal, go to player 1 right here. I'll deal to player 1. The next deal will be to player 2. Next deal will be to player 3, or dealer I should say, not player 3, dealer. Next deal would be to player 1 again. Next deal would be to player 2. Next deal will be to the dealer. So player 1's turn, he drew a 12, so you're going to hit on that. And he has 18 right there, as you can see, so we'll stand. And that'll move to player 2's turn. He's got a 13, so hit on that again. Or you'll hit, I should say, not again, but... And drop a card into player 2. Player 2 has 20, so he'll stand. And then dealer's turn, he's got a 13, so he'll hit. Next is my HMI setup. You have the login screen right there, the security screen I should say, and you can see it's defaulted user right there. Login, there's 3 types of logins, manager. And you can see how it switches to manager up there to tell you when you're logged in. But like you cannot, when you're default, you cannot have access to anything like that. We'll go manager here. And if you type in the wrong thing, it'll say user authentication failed. So you have to retype it in. Make sure you have the right password. There it is. It'll show when you're logged in. And manager has access to all 3 screens. Next will be the employee user. Password employee as well. And you can see employee right up there. He got access to HMI, does not have access to the trend screen, but he has access to the alarms as well. Next user will be the janitor user. You can see janitor logged in right there. He's got access to the HMI, but does not have access to the trends or alarm screens. So I'll log in as the main manager here, which has got access to everything. So HMI right there, you see the running light. But then when you do not have enough like PSI going to your machine, like right there it has 31, the running light will be off because the PSI should be set to 45. And the e-stop light, there it works when you have the e-stop pressed in. Now crank it back up to 45. See, I went over there, so the high pressure alarm comes on, like I was at 47. There, 45, the running light comes back on. You're good to go once it goes to 45 in dealer. You can see player 1 now has a card in there when the machine is enabled, and it's going to start dealing out cards to player 1, player 2, and dealer. Right there, there's player 2 card count going up to 1. That means he's got a card. See, there's the high pressure alarm again, because I raised it up just a tad bit. See, it's 46. Now it goes back. There, 45, and the running light is on now. Their dealer card count now moves up to 1 because he's now got a card. Then I'll deal to player 1 again. It goes up to 2 card for the card count. It'll deal now to player 2. There it goes to 2. Next will be the dealer card count. That should move up to 2 as well. Getting this card into the dealer right about now. There it is. Now it'll be player 1's turn to either hit or stand. We chose to hit. That card goes up to 3 now. So now he's got 3 cards in his deck. We stood for player 1 and player 2 hits. So his card count will now go up to 3. We'll stand on player 2's card count and move over to dealer. And now he'll get a card for hitting. So he's up to 3. And we'll hit again for dealer. So his card count will move up to 4. And then we will bust for the dealer because he busted. And it'll all reset the counters like right there. And you can see my HMI trends right there. And all that. And then the alarm screen's right there. And log out and shut down. And you are done on the HMI right there. Next is my owner's manual. Project Blackjack Dealer by Hayden Wallace. There's step 1, step 2, step 3 right there. Step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 7 part 2, step 8 there, step 9, and then step-by-step instructions right there on how to operate the HMI. Then you got step 1 right there, the 3 different users, manager, employee, janitor. Step 2 right there, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, 8, 9, and then 10. And then you got your alarms. There's 3 different alarms. You got the low pressure alarm, high pressure alarm, and fault alarm. Step 11 right there, and then step 12. Next will be my final summary. There's the project goals right there. Next will be the project description right there. Next will be the what I did well in this project, as you can see there, and then what I could have done better, and then the overall summary of the project right there.